Hey, what's up, world? It's your boy G Shrimp, everybody fave baby daddy, voice of the streets, man. And today we in Florida with it, y'all. So hit that like button, y'all. Subscribe to the channel, and let's get right into it.
You must not know what you just thought. Me and my bitch go north. Give a fuck about this party. We gon' step on shit regardless.
Yeah, now check this out. In this video, 3 people should be thanking God for their lives, y'all. We talking about two 27-year-old and a 57-year-old, two 27-year-old men and a 57-year-old woman. The plane was leaving from Florida, y'all. It's a small Cessna plane, right? And it had engine failure. Engine failure it had out of both of its engines. So the pilot has nothing else to do but he got to try to make emergency landing. And when these things happen, the best place for them to sit it down is on a highway. So the man finds a highway. Now, remember, he got no power in his engine or nothing. He's trying to glide it down there. So he hoping he don't hit nothing. He's trying his best. So as he coming down to try to land the plane, he end up sitting on top of a car. Bam! He sat on top of the car and skidded over it and then tried to keep landing it. Actually got it on the ground and sparks fly and everything. And guess what? Everybody was okay, y'all. The 2 people in the plane and the lady who was driving the car. Now, everybody else synced it. The lady didn't. I'm pretty sure she watching it now like, oh my God. Because it landed on her car. The other people that was behind it a little bit was able to see it come down and land. She only could see it if she looked in her mirror or whatever, but she was caught off guard. Thank God she made it through, y'all. You hear me? Thank God this woman made it through. Pardon us. Now here we go, y'all.
An emergency landing, rapidly descending, then crashing on top of a car. You can see the sparks flying as the plane slides on the roadway, then comes to an abrupt stop on the guardrail. The damaged car right behind it.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Father and son Jim and Peter Coffey were in the car, watching it all unfold.
Out of nowhere, that plane came down and it was shock.
Yeah.
Total shock.
Was there any moment where you thought, this is going to hit us?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. It was way too close.
A 57-year-old woman was inside this Toyota Camry.
We saw it coming, and everyone on the opposite side of the road saw it coming, but, she did not see it
No,
coming.
she couldn't.
According to fire rescue, miraculously, she suffered only minor injuries. It happened Monday evening near Florida's Space Coast.
Right.
The NTSB says the plane departed Maritime, Florida on an instructional flight, and following a loss of power in both engines, the pilot made a forced landing.
Right.
The 2 27-year-old men on board were not hurt, according to the Florida Highway Patrol. Tonight, the investigation into this scary close call is ongoing. George Solis, NBC News.
Wow.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top.
See landing on the highway?
Oh my goodness. 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 Oh my goodness.
Rapidly descending, then crashing on top of a car. The driver of that vehicle has been identified as a 57-year-old woman. She was transported to a nearby hospital, thankfully with only minor injuries.
Out of nowhere, that plane came down and it was shock.
We saw it coming, and everyone on the opposite side of the road saw it coming, but, she did not see it coming.
The pilot and passenger of that plane, both 27-year-old men, were not injured in the crash. According to the NTSB, the plane was on an instructional flight, and after a loss of power in both engines, the pilot made a forced landing. The investigation is ongoing.
Wow,
Oh my goodness. 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 A plane just crashed onto a highway. On a highway. Right. We're gonna pull up. Holy wow.
You look like you're okay.
Wow. I'm not even joking. A small plane just crashed onto a car in the highway.
And I had on my.
You have it on video. Oh my goodness.
He said, I got it on video. Wow.
I swear.
Yes. Ooh, that's gonna be good in court. That's gonna be good in court, y'all. The police always on the scene. They kind of hit that lady hard. And she pulling on over with it. Like, I'm gonna pull on over with it. I'm part of this accident. You damn right. Bam! Oh my God. I know that scared the hell out of her. Like, what the hell is that? Woo! Can you imagine being in that car? It's one thing to hit a little bumper. Let me hear the news people tell it, y'all.
Following engine trouble, and it was all caught on tape.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
Head
goodness.
now too. This
Unbelievable.
boosh.
Look, a dash camera captured the plane make an emergency landing on I-81 near Orlando Monday night. 2 people on the plane were not hurt. The driver of the car was hospitalized with minor injuries. The Toyota was heavily damaged. The FAA is investigating.
Oh, how mercy.
Plane was forced to make an emergency landing in the middle of rush hour. Look at this. You can see the plane come into your picture there and then slam down, yes, on top of a car.
Yes.
Sparks flies, the plane slides on the roadway, and then it comes to an abrupt stop on the guardrail. Miraculously, the woman inside the car suffered only minor injuries. The NTSB says the plane lost power in both engines, forcing the emergency landing. The 2 men on board were not hurt.
Car driving down the highway. Amazingly, everyone was able to come away from this crash with just minor injuries. This morning, we're hearing from the passenger who was driving in this car that took the video.
I've never gotten like a front row seat of that. Like we were the car right behind the damage. It was so scary. You know, the debris started coming at us. We had to swerve out of the way, you know, and get to the side of the road real quick.
The National Transportation Safety Board says the small plane lost power in both of its engines.
Oh my goodness.
This morning, witnesses telling their story after a terrifying moment on I-95 in Central Florida.
A plane just crashed onto a highway.
Watch as a small plane seems to lose power in both engines before dropping quickly and making an emergency landing.
Back to the expressway, y'all.
This car.
And all of a sudden, the front wheel hit the car. Just came crashing down, sparks flying, debris everywhere.
The plane skidding to a stop after slamming into the median. The tail blocking traffic coming the other way. The driver, a 57-year-old woman, emerging from her crushed Toyota Camry.
Oh, look at her. All right.
Pastor Bernard Wigley and his wife Annie were among the first on the scene.
It was so bad that it was the only place that she could have survived. If she had had other passengers, they would have all been smashed.
Watch as Annie, a trained nurse, jumps over the median to offer help.
She was dazed at first. She didn't even notice the airplane that was right in front of the car, what hit her. She thought a semi-truck hit her.
The woman, covered with broken glass, was miraculously treated for only minor injuries. The pilot and passenger, both 27 years old, were not injured. Those on the ground just thankful to be in the right place at the right time.
Just a few seconds earlier or later with that airplane, it could have been a major catastrophe.
Yes, it could have
And thank
been.
you all for being the people who rushed to help. That was amazing. Pastor Bernard calling it divine appointment. The plane had been in the air for more than 1 hour, an instructional flight, really, when it suffered catastrophic engine issues. The FAA and the NTSB are now investigating.
Oh my goodness.
This morning, witnesses telling their story after a terrifying moment on I-95 in Central Florida.
A plane just crashed onto a highway. On a highway.
Watch as a small plane seems to lose power in both engines before dropping quickly and making an emergency landing, crashing right on top of this car.
And all of a sudden, the front wheel hit the car. Just came crashing down, sparks flying, debris everywhere.
The plane skidding to a stop after slamming into the median, the tail blocking traffic coming the other way. The driver, a 57-year-old woman, emerging from her crushed Toyota Camry.
God is good. Just know God is good.
Pastor Bernard Wigley and his wife Annie were among the first on the scene.
It was so bad that it was the only place that she could have survived. If she had other passengers, they would have all been smashed.
Yeah, they would have
As
died.
Annie, a trained nurse, jumps over the median to offer help.
She was dazed at first. She didn't even notice the airplane that was right in front of the car. What hit her, she thought a semi-truck hit her.
The woman, covered with broken glass, was miraculously treated for only minor injuries. The pilot and passenger, both 27 years old, were not injured. Those on the ground just thankful to be in the right place at the right time.
Just a few seconds earlier or later with that airplane, it could have been a major catastrophe.
So now check this out. We go in this video, man. We pull up here to TMZ Live, and it looked like they got something to say about R. Kelly and a few other people. Let's see what's going on.
Is in the middle of a thing, namely a big legal thing, because according to someone, Jada threatened to put a bullet in them. Someone who is a close friend of Will's, Bilal Salam, says that he and Will have been very close friends for a long time. He's worked with him on several projects, but something went south between Bilal and Jada back in 2021, and now Bilal has filed a $3 million lawsuit against Jada, claiming that she basically threatened, it comes across like a death threat, to kill him, like a death threat, because she, according to Bilal, believed that, that Bilal says that Jada went up to him at a party back in November 2021 and said, if you keep talking about Will and about me, you're gonna catch a bullet. You're gonna catch a bullet. So on that basis, Bilal sued. Now I gotta say, $3 million. I'm not even sure $1 at this point, because yes, it's a threat. And he has also, filed for a restraining order. That he might against her. Well, that he might get, yes. But filing a lawsuit, I mean, everybody thinks the go-to is you file a lawsuit. Well, what exactly are you filing for? She said, if you don't stop this, I will do X. Well, that's not taking an affirmative step to do anything. So I think the lawsuit is BS. I think the lawsuit's BS.
Yeah, it could be some sort of civil assault of some kind, because he has a reasonable fear. But
because she's
not
not. She's not saying I'm going to do this. She's saying if you do X, I'll do Y.
It's also, he's got huge statute of limitations problems. Not to get too nerdy about this, but forget about that. But I don't really see what the lawsuit is. But nevertheless, the allegations that he's made are pretty revealing. There's been a lot about sort of, their relationship and the fact that she's been very protective of him, and
that's what she thinks Bilal has been talking about, the status. Right. Remember, this is 2021, and people were talking about Will and Jada's marriage and the status of their marriage. See, but the thing about that on the other side is, Will and Jada kind of invited that. They were holding. Oh, for sure. They were doing joint speeches together where they would talk about their relationship, and that was murky and it was either difficult or they were together, and
she was doing Red Table Talk at the time and talking every week about the most intimate details of their relationship.
Kind of inviting people to talk about it. So in that sense, it's like, I don't get his lawsuit, but I don't get her beef that this guy is talking when she and Will generated the interest for people to talk about it.
Right.
Right? I mean, it doesn't make sense.
I agree. So, yes, him winning $3 million or anything from her seems like a long shot, but
I don't get him and I don't get her in this. I don't get either one.
What we don't know yet is I want to hear Will's side.
Yeah. That's just going to...
If Will's allowed to say whatever his side is.
That'll confuse everything.
Renee, Atlanta. And although, the number one rule is that you should not speak on your friend's business, Jada saying that he would catch a bullet is completely insane. And as far as this lawsuit goes, my prediction is that he will not get this lawsuit. He won't win anything, and it'll just make him bitter, and he'll end up not suing, but writing this tell-all book that he already wanted to write.
Yeah. Well, the White House has a thing for pop music. Unfortunately, most of the pop music stars that they choose to engage and use their music on as soundtracks aren't into it. And Sabrina Carpenter is the latest to get into a nasty back and forth this morning with the Trump administration over a deportation video. We've seen them do this before with other artists, even with comedians. They did it with Theo Vaughn, and he got pissed. Well, Sabrina Carpenter saw this video we're about to show you, and she's got some really choice words for the president. But here is the video using her hit song Juno.
Have you ever tried this one? Have you ever tried this one? Have you ever tried this one?
So this was released by the White House. Yeah. And, it is, I'm sorry, but it is just making a joke out of a deportation. And I want to say one thing.
They don't think of it, the White House doesn't think of it as making it as a joke. They're celebrating the fact that they are continuing to do what they said they would do, which was the largest mass deportation in the history of the country. This morning, after seeing the video, said this video is evil and apologized for deporting dangerous, criminal, illegal murderers, rapists, and pedophiles from our country. Anyone who would defend these sick monsters must be stupid, or is it slow?
So...
You didn't get the reference, did
you? I get the reference. And here's what I also get. They did say they were going to get rid of murderers, rapists, and pedophiles at the beginning. But the reality is beyond that. And we know that because we're right across the street from a business where ICE has been, and they have just kind of randomly picked up a bunch of people, including people in a taco truck that just happened to be nearby. So it's not just rapists, murderers, and pedophiles.
Hold on.
And they're making fun of that.
He has said, listen, I think there's a couple issues here. One, I don't think you can accuse Donald Trump, of being dishonest about what he was going to do. He said...
Well, one thing we can say, now y'all just seen some of that, one of the pop stars were mad because Donald Trump in the White House used her song and showing, how many people they have arrested. ISIS has arrested, and she got kind of mad. She like, I don't want y'all using my music for that. But hey, you can't stop them. It's really... Hey, and then one thing Donald Trump did that he said he was going to do, he said this was going to be the biggest deportation in the United States history. And guess what? He's been true to his word. They've been really getting down. I seen the joke online earlier today. The lady said she's celebrating, she got a few extra dollars because ISIS done arrested her landlord. I said, all right now, Pedro got a cousin or something. Migo, Miguel Garcia got a damn another brother named Miguel Garcia, and shit, trust me, Hector Hernandez that knows about 369,000 Hector Hernandez is around Trust me. Don't spend your money, lady. Talking about your landlord that got locked up. It will be somebody to collect the rent on the first. See, yes, see, the apartment number A13. Yes, no, no rent collected. No, she had to go. No, she didn't try to contact us to pay the rent. No, she thought since Hector was incarcerated that she had to pay no rent. No, no. You better figure out another way. But you, hey, do not play with that. I can't understand a lot of time people be excited about somebody else's misery. You know, we take somebody else's bad day and we talk about it. You know, some people be glad about it. We cracking jokes and everything. I could imagine, man, I'm a YouTuber, but being the butt of some of these jokes and having your situation on TV like that, I'm like, wow. You know, as long as they're telling the truth and hey, you know, if they get to use your videos, we have to get them permission to use these videos though, y'all. Some news networks, they don't give permission. And when you use their stuff, they would take it down. I had one news network take one of my videos down. I had used it. I'm like, wow, what they doing? It's when they set up the YouTube channel, they didn't give permission for other people to use it. See, I got mine clicked it where I gave people permission, and a lot of other channels do too. But you do run into some channels that don't give permission. Listen, perfect example. DJ Vlad. Vlad TV. You don't see Vlad. Only every time you see Vlad, that is his video. He don't let people use it over and over and over. That's just him. He do not give permission to use his video. That's why when people do use some or his voice, they just have the voice playing. They can't show his picture, nothing like that. And then I think you can get like 60 seconds or like a minute where you could use without getting in trouble for it. But hey. But anyway, man, it's your boy G Shrimp, everybody, for a baby daddy, voice of the street, man. I'm gonna plant you now and dig you later, man. Make sure y'all hit that hype button for me. Some of y'all subscribe to the channel. You know, we need to get these subscribers up, the likes up, and the hypes up. You know, get them all up. I see some people be doing it, but some people just be moving on. You know, I understand. Some people just be watching. They ain't trying to help or engage in the content. They just, but if you watch the content and it made you smile, happy, you laughed or anything, show some love, you know, show some love. It ain't nothing but a heart. You just push the little button for the hype. It ain't nothing. It's very simple, you know, very simple, easy way to help us out. Easy way to help us out. We're not asking y'all for money or nothing. We're not asking you for anything. Eventually, it might come down the line. When I start going live, y'all, I'm waiting to start going live with my community so I could talk to y'all. Engage. YouTube been telling me for the longest to engage with my subscribers, you know. And I'm like, I ain't talking to nobody, this and that. I kept just moving it on, and I wasn't following them rules. But eventually, I'm going to have to start doing it. You know what I mean? I'm going to have to start doing it. You know, everything ain't peaches and cream always. Sometimes you have a few problems. You know, I got a little AI service I've been using. They actually start making videos for you, but they'll make the AI slow or a little dumb until you upgrade. You pay the extra money to upgrade it and go to the next level. Then it start doing things correctly. You know, like I put the G Shrimp show up there and they put shit up there and it's spelt wrong. You're like, man, I just typed that in there and told y'all to make a sign in the back. Say the G Shrimp show. How is this spelt wrong? You know, I told them to put the G Shrimp show on the top of the Sears Tower. On one side, they got the G, and half of the shrimp, and it's missing a letter and some more letters at the end. I'm like, come on, bro. My latest video, I said I wanted to make a video with R. Kelly and Puff Daddy in jail together. I wanted them to be roommates. And they made the video, it was half-assed, you know. It didn't look exactly like them. A little bit it did, but not really, you know. Then you can have them redo it, and they'll keep doing it over until they get it right sometime, you know. But they switched it around a few times, and I'm like, okay, but that's better. So at least they correct the spelling on the raw, okay. But this don't look like R. Kelly. This don't look like the other guy. This don't look like Diddy. And you have to just keep working with it, because look, AI gets things wrong too, y'all. You got to keep tweaking it. And with AI, you got to be very specific. They want you to be very specific, and they'll be specific. And they gets it right. But sometimes it be having little small problems in it. Like I got one where I got the G Shrimp show on the billboard downtown, and as the video coming, it said, I'm like, what the fuck is that? It's making the sound, I'm like, what the fuck is the sound? Oh man, when I upgraded, I could add my own sounds. I'm like, y'all just trying to make me spend this money, man. That's all right. I'm going to spend it. Don't worry about it. But man, don't give me no dumb AI. Even like Chat GPT, whatever the hell it's called, you know. You got to talk to it a few times to make it get smarter and get used to you. Because they will try to fake it out. You know, the little computer just will be talking to you, but it be just talking. You know, you have to make it spit the facts. You know what I mean? You have to talk to it and make it fit and give you the facts, things correctly, because it will just be talking to be talking, you know. And then you know when you using AI and it tells a story, it use too many fucking words. You tell your story, it goes into deep. You know, it tell you the man was black. He sweated. Perspire ran down his face, and you know, and he was perspiring. And as he wiped his head gently with a white rag, the African American man wiped his face with a white rag. You'd be like, okay, keep going, get to the point. All this extra, get to the point. But hey, it is what it is. But you will learn something. But not from chat until you upgrade. When you upgrade, they'll stop bullshitting. You know, they will stop bullshitting. I was asking Chat GPT, I asked them about the story of the bucket of blood, right? And I was saying I would like to do this, that, and they, oh, sure, we can put some spooky stories in there and, you know, make it very interesting. And, you know, it's doing all this talking. And I'm like, hey, okay, you still ain't did what I asked you to do. Tell me the story, because I want to hear you recite the story so I can find out if you got any information that I don't have. So I want to hear you tell the story, and then I can add to it, you know. And I got mad at the damn thing. I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to just upgrade your ass and that's it. Fuck it. Like having a damn girlfriend. You have to argue with this bitch. Hey, goddamn, that ain't what I said. GB, stop it out. Cut it out, lady. I think they made you irritate us. That's what you're trying to do. You trying to irritate me? I had did a joke last time. I said, that bitch, what was it I was talking about? Google. It wasn't Google. What was it? I was Siri. I said, Siri, boy, I tell you, Siri, I'm gonna slap that bitch soon as she get a body. I said, I'm gonna slap that bitch soon as she get a body, man. I don't know what we was talking about that day, but I was heated, boy. I said, I'm gonna slap that bitch as soon as she get a body, goddamn. No, and I ain't the type to hit women, man. But I got one baby mama, a big the difference. She be like, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I said, shut up, bitch. You got your ass whooped during my younger days. I have not beat up a woman as an adult. Teenagers don't count. You did something in your teenage years, got your ass whooped, and hey, it is what it is, you know. You walking around with another man coat, and you assumed I wasn't, paying attention, I'm very observant. I watched the coat and seen the stain on the coat. I asked her, who dirty ass coat you got on? This the time of the starter jackets. I got every starter jacket it is. Why you walking around with somebody else's starter jacket? If you wanted to wear a starter, you could have came to my room, went in the closet and got you and one of them coats. Then she ended up giving it back to the guy. I pull up on the block finna serve somebody. I see the guy and he got the coat back on. I get out to go serve the guy. I have to walk right past him. I could see the stain. I said, this bitch gave him this coat back. My guys noticed it too. They like, Shrimp, man, can we whoop this nigga, man? Can we whoop him? I'm like, nah, man, you ain't got to whoop. Man, come on, Shrimp, man. The nigga, look, he got the coat on, man. And they latched in on his ass. They poop, bing, bing, bing. I goes in the house, take care of the old man, come back out. I'm like, all right, that's enough, man. Come on, man. Hell, it ain't even y'all woman. Why y'all so hype? It's not upsetting me. I looked and like, lying ass bitch, And I think that's when she got her ass whooped. When I come back in the house, I was like, I see you gave dude his coat back. What? You gave dude his coat? What dude? Don't play with me, bitch. And do not insult me. Cause somebody called and told me you was already up at Stag entertaining this nigga at first, and then you come home with his jacket, and then I say something about it, you give it back, and I run into the nigga again, the same nigga that somebody told me you was up there with. That's what got her ass whooped, and it's crazy. It is really crazy, but hey, like I said, if I'm everybody's favorite baby daddy, the voice of the street, got some people might say, you ain't my favorite, but I'll take that back. I still am her favorite baby daddy. Because some people, they have more than one baby daddy. But I'm still the favorite out of a lot of them. Because I'm a good guy, y'all. I always joke and be like, lady, you can't make me the bad guy in this movie. I am not him. I'm the good guy. Yes, I am the good guy. I am not the bad guy in this movie. You already got a villain in your life, bitch. I'm not him. I am not him. I just touch your ass up a little bit. And that was it. Then I decided I wanted some pussy. Damn, my dick done got hard. Take that shit off. What? You gonna make me take that shit off, damn it. You still gonna make me do it? Yes. Because you been up there fucking around, whatever you was doing. But yeah, I want me some too. Yes. That motherfucker was standing up like that. Yeah, I got to take care of this right quick. You can cry. Just bend over. I don't care about you crying. Go on here. Just let me take care of this, and then you can go on home if you want to. That motherfucker never let me live that day down. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I said, I don't hit women. Yes, you do. I'm like, man, this shit happened. Damn. I was married for 30 years, so let's imagine. That's 30, 40, almost 50 years ago. Girl, definitely 45 years ago. Hey, it is what it is, y'all, Anyway, man, it's your boy G Shrimp, everybody favorite baby daddy, voice the street. I'm a punch you now, dick you later. I'm out, man. I just had to come give y'all this content, man. I hope you enjoy it. Hit that like button, man, and subscribe to the channel.
You must not know what you just thought. Me and my bitch go north. Give a fuck about this party. We gon' step on shit regardless. Get my goon and swipe that bitch and now